Let's talk about settings because all my videos, I'm getting a lot of questions. Jeremy, what camera are you using? And then what settings? So we've already talked about the camera. Let's talk about settings now. I focus very heavily on an open aperture. So my lenses, I spend the money on lenses for an f2.0, 1.2, 1.4, whatever. So typically when I'm shooting anything, I'm using as most open aperture as possible for the sharpest image that I can get on that one little aspect. Meaning, whenever I go to do a shoot, if I'm using my 85, I'm at 1.2. If I'm at the 28 to 70 that you guys see a lot, 2.0. Then I bump my shutter anywhere from like 1/100th to 1/200. If there's movement going on, my shutter is going to be 1/200th, typically always, right? 1/250th maybe, something like that. And then if I need more light, I'll go down to 1/100th. If I'm shooting in the bright daylight, then my shutter is going to be like 1/500th, 1/600th, something like that. And that's good. The only time I change my ISO is to taste. I only up my ISO if I'm shooting at 1/100th and I need more light, then I'll bring my ISO up. Other than that, gangbusters. Cameras are amazing, sensors are huge, everything's working to our benefit with photographers. The last thing that I'm doing ever in a photo shoot is changing my settings every 2 seconds, because that's gonna kill your edit, that's gonna kill your batching, you're not gonna get a consistent flow, and then you're gonna be so focused on the adjusting of your settings. So basically, once I'm at a good flow, 1/200, and my ISO's up or down, I'm gonna adjust my ISO on my thumb wheel, because I put it on my thumb wheel, to get what I need. Also, a good cheat, guys, honestly, since I'm so aperture heavy, that I like priority aperture mode, AV mode, right? So AV mode is gonna allow you to set your aperture and let your camera dictate everything else. So I say, hey, I always wanna shoot at f2.0, but will you adjust everything else for me? So it'll adjust the ISO and it'll adjust the shutter for me to keep that 2.0 within reason. I like shooting manual because I can control a little bit better, but if you're in a pinch, it works out that way. So hopefully that helps with settings. And I mean, when you ask a photographer, what are your settings for shooting? It depends on everything. And this is natural light talking only. Natural, available, good light.